Welcome everyone to the Best Damn Movie Show. It's Saturday, it's the best day of the week, and you know what that means? It means Geeks of the Roundtable. My name is Ren, and I am joined as always by my co-host, Zachariah Papaya. Zach Pope, how are you doing today, Zach?
Man, I'm great. It's another great morning. We get to talk about movies today, you know?
Mm-hmm.
How often do we get to do that? It's like never.
Once a week.
Never. No, yeah.
No,
so
not ever.
It's gonna be fun.
It.
It's gonna be fun. Not too many movie topics this week, but some pretty fun ones.
It was a slow week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it allows us more time to get into the live questions when we get to that. And hello to everyone already in the chat. Not just in the chat, but interacting with one another with Yoshi King, Demonician Scott, Eric Thorpe, Tony Movie Chappie, Movie Fan Network 98. Hello, everyone. And Jico EP just got here, friend of the show. And Luke Ponto as well. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining us. If you plan on asking a question, of course, I'm going to do the same old spiel. You can do it one of three ways. Either super chat, the tip link in the description, which will allow you to support the channel while you ask us great questions, and just on the live chat directly.
Before we get
started,
do our best
to get to them.
I want to say something, man. Your interview with Richard E. Grant was
thank you.
Awesome. I'm not even joking. Like, I watched it last night before I went to bed, and I was just sitting there, and I just kept smiling. I'm like, that's my friend. He's interviewing Richard E. Grant. What the fuck? That's so cool. And Richard E. Grant is just the nicest person.
The nicest, dude.
So
nice.
His smile is so big, man. Like, oh my god. And you had great questions, and dude, your final thing when you pulled up Loki, oh my god, yeah. He was so excited. I love it. I loved it. It was great, dude. Yeah, it was great. So congrats with that, man. That was
Thank you so much.
And now your other one was also good too. But you know, I was very excited to see the Richard E. Grant one. I'm sure like that was.
I was excited for the Richard E. Grant one.
Were you nervous?
Very nervous. Because so I got.
It didn't come off like that. It didn't come off like that. You seemed very casual.
Thank you, because I felt I'm looking at myself and I'm like, yeah, I was nervous because I never want to extend my welcome. So I had 6 minutes with a trio with the director and the leads, and then I had 4 minutes with Richard, and I never want to extend my welcome. Like, they're giving me this incredible opportunity. I don't want to seem ungrateful and whatnot, and that's why, like, I was going away. Like, okay, Richard, that's it for me. But hey, I want to have you this. I want you to have this figure out. Blah blah.
Dude, he talks a lot. He does a lot.
They gave amazing answers, and it's awesome that they gave amazing answers. But that's part of what made me nervous. Like, oh shit, I'll then have to say goodbye, and maybe their answers are going to extend the time, and I still have to say goodbye. And you know,
they're usually pretty good about that, though, on letting you like.
It comes with the territory, you know. It's normal that happens, and so I thank you all for the support, not only on the video but on the tweet. And thank you, brother, for your kind words and for everyone's kind words so far. I really appreciate it.
Dude, I was just sitting there smiling, like, and again, his smile is so fucking infective, dude. Like, God, and he's really good in that movie. Like, if you guys haven't seen Everybody Talks About Jamie yet, definitely go check it out because it's a really good movie. Yes. It's a really good movie. He's not
in the movie for long, though. He's not in the movie for long, but you feel his presence throughout because he plays a pivotal role.
You still haven't seen Can You Ever Forgive Me, right? You still haven't seen that, right? Okay.
I haven't.
Man, if you get time this weekend, you really should. You really should. You really should.
This week I might be busy because I'm behind on a lot of stuff. Like, there's stuff that came out last week that I still haven't seen. There's stuff that came out this week that I still haven't seen.
And you still have to watch Midnight Mass, right? Or did you finish it?
I'm on episode 4. I'm on episode 4. So I finished episode 4, so I got 5, 6, and 7. So I'll get that done by tomorrow, and then on Monday the review will be up when the embargo lifts. But speaking of things I have seen, Zach, let's start with the weekly ranking. And you started us off last week, so I will start us off this week. And easily the worst thing I saw this week was something I saw yesterday, and that is something I believe you saw at Sundance. and it was recently here at
Yeah.
Fright Fest. I think it was Fright Fest. Prisoners of the Ghostland. Did not care for this whatsoever. I did not like this film.
No.
It felt
Do this in a Nicolas Cage. You have to do this in Nicolas Cage.
I'm amazing in the movie, obviously, as I always am. I never miss. I'm a fucking god of acting. But the movie sucks. It felt like the director watched one episode of a random anime and was like, I want to do that for 2 hours or for 1 hour and 40 something minutes. It's really random. It's got beautiful. So I'm dropping the voice now for a sec. It's got beautiful production design. It's got beautiful costumes, but everything else about it is so random, so freaking random. I was just watching the scene and I was like, okay, and then another scene came on and I was like, okay. But it's got, it's got Nicolas Cage starring. Sofia Boutella is in there. She doesn't do much, honestly.
No.
But yeah, that's easily my least favorite film that I watched this week. Up next, honestly, guys, and I'm sorry to say this, but this week's episode of What If, I thought it was perfectly watchable, perfectly fine. I thought, okay, this is a really cool premise. This is one of the episodes I was looking forward to. It's exactly the reverse of last week, Zach, because I was not excited for the zombie episodes, and they picked up an extremely mundane, uninteresting to me premise and did something really good with it. This was a really good, interesting premise, and they did the least interesting stuff with it possible.
Yeah.
Did not care for it whatsoever, unfortunately. Up next, now, this was something that took me a bit to watch, so it's around the same level of the What If episode, because I just couldn't sit through it in one sitting. But Nightbooks that came out on Netflix, it's
it's cute.
It's very mundane. Again, gorgeous production design. Kristen Ritter kills it in this role. The third act significantly picks up, and that's why I'm putting it over the What If episode. Because up until then, it was fine, it was enjoyable, it had visually pleasing set pieces, and again, the production design is really good. But up until the third act, I was just like, yeah, it's watchable. And then the third act picks it up just a little bit, that I enjoyed that section of the film. But nothing too spectacular, didn't love it, didn't even like it, I'll say. But I think it's something that others will enjoy it, because I know you enjoy it, I know Tessa enjoyed it.
Yeah, like if I had kids, I wouldn't mind watching that with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I still can't believe the guy who did Blood, no, not Bloodborne, the superhero, no, the fucking superhero movie that James Gunn produced.
Brightburn.
Yeah. I can't believe he did that.
It's the same director?
Yep.
That's really cool, actually. That's really cool. And on Over the Night Books is Everybody's Talking About Jamie. Really fun movie, really joyous, really beautiful in its message, in its themes, and a fearless debut performance from Max Harwood, who plays the lead character. My number one, however, and I have constantly forgotten about this every week, Zach, but it has constantly been, when I think about it, my favorite thing that I watch each week. Only Murders in the Building. This show is phenomenal. This show is amazing. It's funny, it's compelling, it's got that intrigue element that's really good. The mystery is insane, because they always hook you at the end of each episode. Steve Martin, Martin Short are obviously spectacular.
Yep.
Selena Gomez, who knew I would ever talk about a good performance from her? She's really good. She holds her own with these two legends. This show is fantastic. If you are not watching Only Murders in the Building, you're doing yourself a disfavor. Gentlemen, ladies, whoever's watching, Zach, make sure you start this show, because it's fabulous. I love this show. Love this show. All right, Zach, before we start going through our friends in the live chat with their weekly rankings, what are your weekly rankings?
So I'm going to go through mine real fast, just because I was at TIFF, so I definitely have seen a lot.
Oh, that's right.
So at the bottom, at the bottom, let's do What If episode 6. I liked it. I didn't love. Well, actually, no. There's worse that I saw. Never mind. I forgot. Okay, so at the bottom. Oh my god. So, do you remember that movie Host that came out last year?
Yes.
Okay. So the director came out with a new film called Dash. Because pretty much gonna rank the TIFF stuff real fast, and then I'll just do the other things. So at the bottom,
liked Host, right?
I loved Host. His new film, did not like. The more and more I sit on it, the more and more I'm fucking mad about it. It is infuriating, and I love found footage. So the fact that I didn't like this, and the more and more I typed up a review, and I haven't posted it yet, but it's like the longest review I wrote at TIFF.
Wow.
And you can clearly tell that I was like very frustrated. Like there's good things in it, but I can't believe that Blumhouse gave him money to go make a more expensive film, and this is what they made. The character, 5 minutes in, I wanted dead. And it never got better. And this character is a real person. This is how she is in real life. She's an actual internet personality like this. Never heard of her in my life until this movie. And I'm not like one to judge.
What's the name? What's the name?
I don't even fucking remember. I can't. It's in my review, but I can't remember. But he came out on Twitter and had to defend her because everyone was shitting on her. And I'm like, your person is an anti-vaxxer who hates like all this stuff, and she's a piece of shit. So I didn't even really care about like her real views. She was a piece of shit as a person.
Yeah, like
she literally got someone killed in the movie, and I'm like, just kill her off at this point. Anyways, after that, it's Lakewood, new Naomi Watts movie. Enjoyable. Kind of remind me of Locke in the way that it was kind of developed and created. It really much is all about one thing, and she's taking phone calls. It was interesting. The third act is where it kind of dropped off for me. It kind of got a little bit dumb, but I still liked it. Next is Hellbound, which I don't know if I mentioned last week. Really like this one too. Next is The Guilty with Jake Gyllenhaal. It's a remake. Anton Fuqua directed it. Very amazing performance again from Jake Gyllenhaal. This guy needs to do more. Next is I'm Your Man, Dan Stevens' first international film. He speaks German throughout the entire movie. Very, very heartwarming. I love this movie. It's a little cliche in certain departments, and it could have gotten a little bit further with the concept, but it's very enjoyable. Next is the biggest surprise of the entire year, and that's The Electrical Life of Louis Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
I usually biopics like this, I don't like. Or I think they're cheap, and I don't care about them. I can't wait to rewatch this movie. The way that it is created, cinematography-wise, some of the shots look like it's his painting. And I don't know how the fuck they did it. It is absolutely stunning. And Benedict Cumberbatch and Claire Foy, oh my god. Chemistry off the top, man. 4, Encounter, Riz Ahmed's new film. It's about him saving his kids from an alien pandemic thing happening. It has a twist that you're either going to be on board for or not.
As per usual.
But I liked it. I found the ending a bit abrupt, though, and the film to be a little bit meandering in the middle, so I kind of wish they would have flip-flopped that, but I liked it overall. Next is Silent Night. The more and more I read on this one, or the more and more I sit on this one, the more and more I like it, and it's going to be so controversial when it actually comes out.
Is that the British one you and Matt were talking about? Okay.
Yep, this one is really good.
Because I remember seeing your tweets, and I'm like, oh, the description sounds very much like my alley, but for some reason I completely blanked on the name. So I want to see this movie, but I didn't even remember.
I don't want to say much about it because I didn't know much going into it. This is the synopsis: an extended family comes together for Christmas dinner in a country. I'm going to tell you, there's way more than that. There's way more than that, and it's awesome. It's very bleak. It's very dark, and it's very depressing. But very entertaining at the same fucking time.
I like it.
Number 2 is The Aloners. This one is really surprising. So I wasn't going to watch this one, but then I saw some good reviews and some really good reviews. And I was like, I'll try it out. This foreign film is about a girl who's very mundane. She works at a call center, goes home, watches TV, goes back to her call center, always on her phone, never really caring about the people around her. And then certain things happen in her life where she starts to maybe look up and maybe not being a loner anymore. I really like this one. I think if you've ever been in that spot where you just don't want to interact with people anymore, this is kind of there for you. But my number one of the entire festival is The Survivor. Flat out, Ben Foster doesn't get... If this movie is picked up, because I have a... Because overall, the movie is a basic biopic that we have seen before. But the thing with that is, that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing to be a basic biopic you've seen before. The Survivor's performance from Ben Foster, I'm not even joking, that's the best performance I've seen this year. This guy lost 62 pounds to play in Auschwitz, in the Auschwitz camps. And then gained it back for the boxing scenes in the present, and he's buff as fuck. I mean, beyond that, because it flashes back and forth to when he was an Auschwitz survivor in Auschwitz and boxing people in Auschwitz, because that's how he survived.
Yeah.
To now, to seeing how that PTSD works. I was utterly love this film. It was one of my most anticipated of the festival, and I loved it. I'm a big fan of when biopics can do this. I felt like it never overstayed its welcome. It really just hit all the good marks that it needed to. And I think, again, it does follow into that familiar territory, but even then, like, the performances were so fucking good. I just couldn't get enough of it, dude. I couldn't get enough of it.
I hadn't even heard of this movie until right now, dude, and now I'm excited. I want to see it.
So, and it hasn't been picked up yet, and I'm really nervous that it's gonna, like, an HBO or something's gonna pick up, and it's gonna go on. It's like Bad Education. How no one picked up Bad Education, then it just went on TV. I'm like, no, this movie should be in theaters, because I want him to get at least nominated. I don't think it'll get nominated for like a bunch of other things, but that definitely. And the cinematography is really good. Okay, other than that, the things I would just watch this week. At the bottom of the list is Marvel Studios' What If. I wasn't the biggest fan of this episode. I enjoyed it, thought it was entertaining, but I came away with nothing on it.
Yeah, it's entertaining, not interesting.
Yeah, after that, Night Books. Enjoyable. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I didn't hate anything this week, which was nice.
Yeah.
After this, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. I liked it. And I think Jessica Chastain is literally the front runner right now. I haven't seen Kristen Stewart yet, but she's the front runner in my eyes until I see probably Spencer. But
I'll be seeing it soon.
Yeah. Oh, see, there you go.
I'm so excited.
But I was a little bit left underwhelmed with the entire story of Tammy Faye. It just it didn't hit me or affect me or any way. But her performance was great. Next is Next is Blue Bayou, which I have such a hate and love with this film. I love the message. I love the story. I love Alicia Vikander. I mean, God, she's perfect. And I liked the passion behind the film. But the director, Justin Chon, who also is the main actor, good performance too. His directing style got in the way of the film, 100%. And his script, the actual script, I, again, like the story, some of the dialogue, not great. And then even with that, there's pretty big major events that happen in the movie that I was sitting there watching. And it would have been more emotionally resonating than just having like a racist cop ruin it. Because the racist cop had nothing to do with the entire message. I understand why he was there for maybe one or two scenes, but to really play a bigger piece in it, nah. Because where the film actually goes, because it's like pretty much it all comes down to like a court trial, and I wish they would have more focused on that aspect and seeing that than focusing on something else that ruins, this guy's life for the worst of it. So that was my one big issue with it. And then he directs it like it's a home movie, and sometimes it gets too shaky cam for scenes that do not need to be shaky cam. There were certain scenes that I didn't mind the family video type style, but like there were scenes that I was like, so no. So I love the story, and I love Alicia Vikander, and I even loved his performance, but there was a lot of stuff coming away. But my second favorite of the week, because I really still enjoyed it. My number one's Cop Shop, though. I went into this thinking this was going to be a trashy movie that I'm just going to
try and go see it tomorrow. It's been out here since last week, and I still haven't seen it. Yeah.
But I really liked it. I like Joe Carnahan. I think he's a good director. I enjoy what he does. And this is a great dude. This is a great throwback to 70s crime dramas. Like fun 70s crime dramas, like something Tarantino would enjoy. Not saying it's as good as a Tarantino movie, but it's enjoyable. But I don't know if you saw, Frank Grillo tweeted out that this is actually not hit Joe Carnahan's cut. This is the studio's cut.
You sent it to the group. I saw it.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I got the gist, but I didn't want to read too much into it because I haven't seen the movie and I really want to. Because that's real. I'm like,
definitely
I want to
read
see
it.
this
Definitely
and get
read
some
it
popcorn.
afterwards because
Yeah, absolutely. Why did you fall? Why the fuck did you fall?
Because I can actually see what they mean by that, because out of all the characters, he is the one that has a deeper past and they barely explored it.
Okay.
So I can see that. So I'm wondering, because there were other things I was like, you could have cut that out. Like 100% this didn't need to be in there. But it was enjoyable. I liked it. I think you'll like it too.
Okay.
I think you'll like it too.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. All right, before we start with our main topics, let's quickly go through your weekly rankings. And we start with Movie Fan. Weekly ranking. Number 1, War Dogs. Number 2, The Predator Rewatch. Number 3, X-Men Apocalypse Rewatch. Number 4, Monster Hunter Rewatch. Why would you ever put yourself through that again, my friend? Zach, do you agree, disagree with this ranking? I would actually have X-Men Apocalypse at my number 1, The Predator my number 2, War Dogs at my number 3, and then Monster Hunter my number 4.
Which Predator is this? Is this the remake?
The Predator, the Shane Black one.
Okay, so number 1 would have been War Dogs for me, because I love War Dogs.
I know you do.
Number 2, Predator. 3, X-Men. 4, I never see Monster Hunter, so yeah.
You don't have to.
I don't like Apocalypse. There's good elements in it.
I know. I'm in the minority on that.
Yeah,
one.
the only reason I would say 2 for the Predator is because I want to rewatch it, because I haven't seen it since it came out. So
really?
I want to rewatch it. Yeah, I own it. I
don't
own
think
it.
I have either.
So like,
no,
I
watched it twice. I watched it twice.
Oh, okay.
In
I didn't
theaters.
hate it either. I liked it. It was fine.
I enjoyed it. Disappointing for sure, but I had fun with it. GeekOP, my weekly ranking. Number 6, What If Episode 6, it was okay. Number 5, Spider-Man 3. Number 4, The Queen's... Only at number... Queen's Gambit. Number 3, Mare of Easttown. Number 2, Ted Lasso. Started watching it, loving it so far. Number 1, Spider-Man 2. Still my favorite Spider-Man. Okay. I definitely am with you on your number 1. I would definitely still... So, Ted Lasso, I tried. It wasn't for me. I do understand why everyone loves it, though.
I still have not seen it. Dude, I
fucking love that shit. My housemates adore that shit. I would definitely have Queen's Gambit at number 2. Then Mare of East... Then, well, Spider-Man 3. Yeah, then definitely Mare of Easttown. Then Spider-Man 3. And then What If. I can't rank Ted Lasso. I'm not saying Ted Lasso is horrible. It just isn't for me. Same with Breaking Bad. Like, I don't think Breaking Bad is bad. It just isn't for me. Zach, quick thoughts on GeekOP's ranking.
Good. I haven't seen a lot of that though. Besides like the Marvel
seen the Queen's
stuff.
Gambit.
Nope.
Oh my god,
dude, it's tough. It's tough to watch TV.
It's 8 episodes. It's 8 episodes. Go.
No,
1 hour for a week.
Tough
1 hour for a week.
When I have
you
like
start
fucking...
You start today. Next week you'll have today. 1 episode.
I will
left.
not be able to start today. I will not be able to start today.
I know you won't, but I really want you to watch this because it's.
Dude, I want to, but now that like we started that gaming channel, I have to fucking play more games. Like I'm doing Deathloop right now, so we can do a review of it. Like
I started replaying God of War.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that when there's like no games, and then I'm like, okay, now I can dedicate more time to it.
I don't have money to buy new games, so for me there are no new games.
Hey, fuck it.
Weekly ranking: number 6, Quantum of Solace. Number 5, Venom. Number 4, What If? I'm assuming it's this week's episode. Number 3, Edge of 17. Number 2, Black Panther. Number 1, Casino Royale. I think I agree with this ranking fully. To be honest, how about you, Zach?
Nope.
No, you don't agree.
What If last?
Okay.
Venom next. Quantum of Solace, Edge of 17,
wow.
Black Panther, Casino Royale. I don't hate Casino Royale, or I don't hate Quantum of Solace. I enjoy it.
I don't hate it either, but I prefer all the other ones. I'll be soon starting my rewatch of the Daniel Craig ones. I'm not going to be able to finish my rewatch.
No, same. But I'm going to do them afterwards. Like I'm going to keep the movies out so I can watch
absolutely,
them.
Yes.
Like because after I finish Daniel, I'm jumping into Denis because I want to do a Denis ranking, and I've still never seen Incendies, and that's the only movie of his I haven't seen. So I have it. So I'm going to do a rewatch of those, which I already started earlier this year because I did Prisoner. I showed my girlfriend Prisoners and Enemy. So next is I'm gonna watch Arrival and Blade Runner and stuff. Which I haven't
Movies
seen Blade
and,
Runner in years, so I'm excited.
movies and Train Studio. Yo, my weekly ranking. Number 1, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Never seen it. Number 2, Kingsman. Kingsman 2, yeah, I like it a lot. I like it a lot too. It's fucking awesome. Number 3, Project X. Number 4, Spiral. Number 5, Malignant. Number 6, Cry Macho. Number 7, What If Episode 6. So I haven't seen Cry Macho either. So I'll at the end of the show I'll let you know the reviews you'll have to look out for this week, because there will be a lot of them. Never seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So out of the ones I've seen, definitely Kingsman 2 would be my number 1. Then, honestly, can't believe I'm saying this, but I would have Malignant at number 2. Then What If Episode 6. Then Spiral, and then Project X. I did not care for Project X. Zach, quickly, how about you?
That's too many. I honestly don't want to. I haven't seen Cry Macho either. Malignant would be my number 1, and then Kingsman 2.
Alrighty, let's go officially into our topics, ladies and gentlemen, and let's start with the first trailer for Hawkeye, where the first poster has been released. It's set at Christmas time, which is a beautiful setting for it, mostly obviously in New York. We get a quick look at how the story gets started, at least. Kate Bishop is impersonating Ronan, the Ronan version of Hawkeye. Hawkeye doesn't like that. He goes after her. Eventually they team up. They're going up against the Tracksuit Mafia from the Matt Fraction run, which is mwah! We get to see Lucky, the good boy, the golden boy over there. We get to see a little bit of Vera Farmiga, who is playing Eleanor Bishop, a.k.a. Kate Bishop's mother. But also, may she play Madame Mask, maybe? There's a chance.
Who's Madame Mask? Who the fuck is that?
It's a villain in the comics, usually an Iron Man villain, but essentially a mob leader too. That sometimes has involvement with Hydra, sometimes has involvement
Kingpin. Kingpin.
Hang on, I'll get to that. Sometimes has involvement with AIM. This trailer gave me a lot of Die Hard vibes in the way it mixes in the comedy with the drama, with the action. I love this. This is exactly what I wanted out of Hawkeye. The one thing that surprised me, and I mean that in a good way, pleasantly surprised me, was the Christmas setting. I did not expect that whatsoever, but I really like what I saw here. It didn't blow my mind or anything. I don't think it looks as good as WandaVision or as Loki or as Shang-Chi. It's not a trailer that I'm like, this is the greatest trailer for any Disney show of all time. If we're judging the trailer alone, I don't even think it's as good a trailer as the What If trailers were. But a trailer to sell me on the Hawkeye show? This is great. I really enjoyed it. How about you, Zach?
So, it didn't blow my mind, but I enjoyed it. I was like, oh, this looks fun. Way different than I thought it was going to be, but fun. Which is what I'm liking from all these Marvel shows. They're all different. They're all very different in the style. This will definitely be more in the vein of Falcon and Winter Soldier,
very
boots
grounded.
to the ground. But this is taking place during Far From Home. It's in New York. Do they say anything about Spider-Man? Do they not?
No, they do not.
I think
it's gonna come. It's gonna come 1 month before. It's not gonna happen.
No,
not gonna happen.
The last episode is the week of Spider-Man.
Exactly. It's on Wednesday, and then Spider-Man comes out Friday, so it's before. It's not gonna happen. If anything, the finale of Hawkeye is gonna catch up while Far From Home kicks off.
Fair enough.
And that's all I can say. Don't ask me too much.
But I want to throw out if Kingpin is really in this, because you see how Vincent D'Onofrio finally came out. He goes, "I'm just liking tweets." Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, sure. I will send you a picture. Proceed with your thoughts, because I have a picture to show you.
Okay. I'm just really excited for this, though. I'm really excited to see Kate Bishop come into the world. Haley Steinfeld, man, she's a talent. She's a great, great talent. So this is just gonna be really fun, I think. And Jeremy Renner, man, I mean, I like him as an actor. So where's his mother? Where's his wife, though? I saw someone tweet out maybe they got a divorce. I do not believe that. There's a part where they're on the phone. There's a part where he's on the phone. He goes, "Yeah, I'll be." He says something, and it sounds like he's talking to Linda Cardinal. Yeah, it doesn't sound like he's talking to his daughter. It sounds like he's talking to his wife in that instance. So
I agree.
I can't imagine they divorce him. That's just stupid. And if she can't be in the show because of scheduling conflicts, they'll just say she stayed at the farm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
so, like I said previously, this seems very much to be based on the Matt Fraction run, which is probably the greatest run of Hawkeye stories ever. Now, there's a shot, and I don't know if you remember. If you don't remember, tell me, Zach, and I'll pull up the trailer and show you guys that shot. There's a shot where we see Hawkeye in a suit and Haley Steinfeld like in a beautiful, gorgeous dress for a ball, it seems. There's one of the issues in the Hawkeye run where they go into a building's inauguration ball. And whose building does that belong to, you ask? It belongs to a certain Kingpin. And look who is right there next to Hawkeye, and there's Madam Mask. But look who is right here. And Hawkeye is looking exactly at him. Do you know who that is, Zach? Let us know who there is.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Well, it's Kingpin, but yes, that's what he's going. And then there are all these villains over there: Hammerhead.
Wouldn't that be cool
Tombstone.
if they had like Easter eggs like that, like Tombstone and Hammerhead? Because I could never see them doing like Tombstone and Hammerhead like as a main antagonist to Spider-Man.
I wouldn't say Hammerhead and Tombstone specifically would be Easter eggs because they've never been in the MCU. So they would just replace him with other villains, but I would love to see that, like this building, this party surrounded by characters that we would recognize.
So let's just, because honestly, that's probably what's going to happen. I mean, they're probably going to adapt that, because is that, from what memory, that's one of the biggest aspects of the comics, right? Is that scene? Yes. I didn't remember that. So for me, let's say this: who are the cameos that they'll put in there? I'm saying Justin Hammer's one.
I think he'll still be in prison. Sonny Birch. I can see Sonny Birch.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Okay.
100%. Outside of that, who do I
see? Who's someone that won't? Okay, let's put it this way. Well, Diddy, he's coming back.
He's in the quantum realm right now. He's not coming back until Quantumania. Yeah, that's for sure.
You know who would be a cool one? And I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I think it'd be really cool. Kang. If the Kang from
I was just about to say that, just in the background. He doesn't interact at all with anyone. He's just in the background, and you see Jonathan Major like Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Pointing at the thing.
It would be cool, because that's who Kang is. There's different variants of him, so it would be interesting.
No, he would mean absolutely nothing to any of these characters, but to us, like just seeing him like Hawkeye talking with someone right here, and then in the background you see like Jonathan Majors. Like he doesn't have any lines, he doesn't get any spotlight, nothing. You just see him there, like Jake Gyllenhaal in the beginning of Far From Home.
Far From
Home. We see him at the airport and whatnot. Yeah, I would love to see.
Okay, so here's another one.
Totally not going to happen.
That will not happen either, but I think would be cool. Willem Dafoe. If Willem Dafoe, if we're going with the variant type thing. It still bugs me that there's no Norman Osborn. Okay, so this is what I'm going to ask you. Who bought the building from the Avengers? Do you think it's Kingpin?
Right now? Actually, yeah. This would be that building in this case. If that's what they're going to do.
Because they still have not shown who its building it is.
I know. And look, if I said it once, I said it again, I know you disagree, but sorry, you can't convince me. If we're going to get an MCU Green Goblin, it's not going to be Willem Dafoe. It's going to be someone completely different.
Oh, no, I agree with you. I don't want them to do Willem Dafoe.
Maybe we do see a Norman Osborn here, Zach. Yeah. Maybe we do see, there's Norman. It's not going to be Willem Dafoe.
It's Bob Odenkirk. Who fucking knows? Anthony Starr.
Anthony Starr, baby. Let's go.
Well, I've been saying it, dude. I want them to do this is what I hope for the future of it. Is after Far From Home, I think there's gonna be major ramifications for Spider-Man as a character. So after Far From Home, I believe that he's gonna do his college stuff. And then, the next film, I would love if one of his teachers was, I don't know, Kurt Connors or fucking Doc Ock. Ooh, yeah. And he knows deep down that one day they could go bad.
Yeah.
And it's like that struggle to make sure that they don't. That's something that I could even already see Tom Holland like doing his thing. Like, oh no, you can't do that. You can't make the arms, and you know what I mean. Like, I don't think you should do that, Professor Octavius. You know, I think that would be interesting. And then imagine if he meets a Harry Osborn in college, and they become best friends, and it's Timothy Chalamet.
Baby.
Oh my god, it's too perfect to have him not be Harry Osborn.
He already worked with Zendaya in a little movie. I don't know if you heard about it, Zach, but they're in this movie called Doom that's coming out soon.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's a little indie film.
Is that the movie that's doing really good overseas in like the 15 countries that it put out?
I think so. Yeah, and this country was not one of them. They say it's out in Europe. Well, I'm in Europe, bitches.
Do you know why it did? I read up why they chose to do that first because of Venice. Because of Venice's premiere.
I understand the Europe. I don't understand the exclusion of the UK on that list because we're getting it at the same time you guys are. So fuck dumb. You.
You could technically, like, if you really could and you had the money to afford it, you could literally go take a trip.
Dude, I could really catch a train to France this weekend if it wasn't too expensive. Because I looked at the prices. I was like, how much would this be? And I saw, okay, 44 just to get there. Okay, let's see how much to get back. 149
Jesus
just to get back.
Christ.
Yeah, I could go on the Eurostar, which I've never been, so it'd be amazing, but not for that price. I'm not spending £250 on Dune. I cannot wait for the film, but I can wait a little over £250. Yeah. But all right, getting back on topic, Zach, what's your verdict? And if you have any final thoughts on the Hawkeye trailer?
I liked it. I liked it. I thought it was fun. Again, it doesn't show anything, but honestly, none of these Disney Plus trailers show shit. None of them ever do. They're literally teasers, and then the show comes out, and there's way more to it. I mean, Falcon was maybe the closest to what the trailer actually was. I didn't think there was a lot of big surprises in there.
If anything, I think if anything, Falcon, the surprises it had were just not that good. Like, it looked better from the trailer because the trailers looked like it was going to focus on Zemo, John Walker, and Sam Wilson with Bucky. That's it. Yep. But then turns out the lead villains were the Flag Smashers. So I think the Falcon and Winter Soldier actually hid a lot. It's just that what they hid wasn't the best. Not what we were looking forward to.
Yeah. Where like WandaVision, God, they didn't show shit.
God, that hid a lot.
And then Loki. Dude, hit his shit. So who knows what they're hiding in here? Yeah, obviously, exactly. You know,
Kingpin. They're hiding.
Yeah, I mean but who is the actual villain of this? Who's hunting him? Who's the main one that's putting the hit?
I think it's Madam Mask. I think.
You think so?
Mask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm very interested to see what comes in here. Do we see anyone else from the Marvel universe? And then Florence Pugh. We know Florence Pugh's going to be in it.
We're gonna see at least someone.
So I want to ask you: is she a main character?
No.
Or is she a one episode and one done?
I would say 2 episodes tops because
she's obviously going to be one of the people going after him.
Yes, you know but that conflict gets settled very fast, especially with Kate Bishop like in the midst. She gets a hold of Hawkeye and then she gets strapped like Kate Bishop, and then they talk for 5 minutes. They're like, "Oh, okay," and then
because it's just going to come out of like he's going to, "Why are you after me? You killed my sister." No, she sacrificed herself for the entire better of the world.
You killed my sister.
I tried killing myself, and she didn't let me.
I tried suicide, damn it. She didn't let me.
I'm sure Tony Stark put it on fucking Jarvis watching all of us for some way, shape, or form.
Tony Stark is dead. All right, Zach, why don't you take us into our main topic? We're stretching. We got to move fast on these next topics to make it to the hour mark.
This is the main one, or just
our second? Our second topic. Sorry.
Next one, guys. Christopher Nolan chooses Universal for his next film. You heard it here first last week, and has insane demands. He wants $100 million budget. That's not too insane. That's typical Nolan.
Plus $100 million marketing.
So is he marketing the movie?
Apparently.
Total creative control. I knew that one was coming.
That one I get.
Studio can't release another film 3 weeks before and 3 weeks after his.
Or 3 weeks after. So it's like 100. Dude. That's like 100. That's 120. No, it's not. No, forget what I was gonna say.
That is insane, Ren.
It is.
That is insane. Because because I'm assuming this movie will come out 2023. That's just when it's going to come out.
Yes.
But this is Universal, a big company. They usually have a new film every 3 weeks. So the fact that pretty much the only film they can release for 6 weeks is Nolan's.
Yeah.
I hope they have something. But I just
love that this comes on the week after we just covered that Halloween has been put on streaming and theatrical at the same time.
Exactly.
They already had a deal by that time, and they were like, "Boom, there you go."
And then 100 plus days in theaters and 20% of first dollar grosses. So most of his money will come from the box office, which that's fine. I mean, and I think that's why he does want the 100 days and the studios can't release.
Yes.
Because I can guarantee how much is he probably getting up front? Probably pretty cheap. I'm going to be honest. But as for these demands, I'm not saying cheap, but to his normal salary of what it would be. So I'm going to say this. These aren't set in stone. The only thing out of this, the only two things that I see out of this not happening, the 100 plus days, there's no way it stays in theaters 100 plus days. It's not going to be a Tenet or an Inception that's going to, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know how he's making this film. Is it a straight dramatic, biopic on Oppenheimer, or is it about something else that has him in it? You know what I mean? Which that could be the truth. It could be something of that nature, which that'd be cool. I don't care. It's Nolan. I'll take whatever I get. 100 plus days, though, I think that'll probably go down to 60. I don't see a film like this staying. They might tell him 100, but it's not going to stay in theaters for 100 days. Can't release another film 3 weeks before and 3 weeks after. Nah, that's not happening. It's probably going to be 2 weeks before, maybe 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after. But 3 weeks is a lot. By then, the film's done. The film makes its most money in the first 2 weeks, and then after that, it's done. So, what about your thoughts, man?
I agree, because, look, honestly, just looking at these demands in general, I think most of them are completely comprehensible, are completely called for on a filmmaker like Nolan's part. I would expect this from any big blockbuster filmmaking, and I don't mean blockbuster in the sense of people who make Marvel movies. I mean the names that even the general audience knows. My dad knows who Christopher Nolan is. He doesn't quite know who Denis Villeneuve is yet, but he knows who Christopher Nolan is. He knows who Spielberg is. He knows who Scorsese is. Hell, he hasn't made that many good movies for a while now, but he knows who Robert Zemeckis is, Those names that everyone knows. Oh, Steven Spielberg, he's a movie director, So, $100 million budget, honestly, I'm surprised he's not asking for more. I'm surprised they're not giving him more just without him asking.
He might not need it more, though.
It's true. I was just expecting him to need it. But so, $100 million budget, I think nowadays, especially, that's, I think, absolutely fine. $100 million in marketing on top of that is where I'm like, I don't think any movie should need that much on marketing.
But
not
they
even
do
a Marvel
use that
movie.
much.
But that's
like
because
Suicide Squad
it's
was
a
like
Marvel
120.
Movie. Stupid, and look what they got him. And look how much they've lost. Total creative control, obviously. I mean, yeah,
it's Nolan. He's not.
Studio can't release another film 3 weeks before or 3 weeks after this. So, like you said, I think the 3 weeks after is a little bit too much. But on top of the 3 weeks after, let's say he asks for the 3 weeks after. I think it'd be weird, but I'd be like, okay, fine. But the 3 weeks before? How does that affect you?
I think 2 weeks before would be fine. Because I can get it if they have like a Fast 10 that premieres the week before or 2 weeks before.
But they're also not going to do that. Like, by principle, they don't want to they don't want to be cannibals on themselves. They don't want to eat their own gross. Then again, it would either go to one or the other, let's say. I think it's just weird. I think 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after, I think that'd be fine. If anything, I would worry more about the weeks after his movies come out. 100 days plus in theaters. In the meanwhile, it came out that supposedly he asked for 120 days in theaters. I find it weird that he's asking for this, but I don't mind the notion whatsoever, to be honest. It's
because he just doesn't want it on streaming. It's because he just doesn't want it on streaming.
Absolutely. But the notion of a movie spending 120 days in theaters, that's how I grew up watching movies. Movies stayed for the longest time. So to me, that's, totally fine.
It's normal.
Leave it
but
for
you know
half
what I will
a year.
say? It doesn't, like, box office-wise stay in the theaters. It just means it can't go to streaming.
Yeah,
so
true.
he wants it to be that event that, like, you want to see my movie? Only in theaters.
Yeah.
So.
And last but not least, that you call the 20% of first box office gross. This is just normal for Nolan. This is what he has been getting for a while now. He got it with Tenet. He got it with Dunkirk. I believe he got it with what did he do before that, Zach? Interstellar. I believe since Interstellar, he has gotten this.
I thought
20%.
it was back. I thought he got it. I thought this started after The Dark Knight.
Maybe it did. Maybe I could be completely wrong, but for sure, like since Interstellar, I know for sure he has had this deal. So I think it's only normal, and I think it's kind of absolutely called for. So it's just the marketing one and the no releases before and after part that weirds me out a bit. But outside of that, I think this is mostly completely normal. So this gets a night for me, for sure, because there's just not much that surprised me here. How about you, Zach?
Yeah, same, man. I mean, I didn't really, I just am happy he's making another movie so fast.
Yes,
like,
absolutely.
I hate when we wait years and years, and it's, like, Tarantino, who fucking knows when he's making his next one? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's writing something right now, but it's just, like, for me, it's, like, our favorite directors, sometimes it's, like, all right, when's your next movie, man? Like Martin Scorsese, like, I'm surprised right after The Irishman jumps right onto the Killers of the Flower Moon. So, like, that was cool. So, I don't know. I'm just happy he's making another movie. I can't wait to see it. I'll be there first day.
Absolutely. All right, let's move on to our third topic before we're going into our final topic, which Zach will cover that one mostly, just letting you guys know. So there came out the news that the Batman star Colin Farrell, who will play Oswald Cobblepot, aka Penguin, in Matt Reeves' The Batman, will have his own spin-off show on HBO Max. First, we got the news that Jeffrey Wright is going to continue to be Jim Gordon in a Gotham City PD show for HBO Max. In the meanwhile, they lost their showrunner, but they're still going at it. And I'm thinking to myself, as excited, as deliriously excited as I am for The Batman, this is too much, isn't it? I don't think we need... Because it always gets tricky with me when you're doing a villain's show. I don't want to root for Oswald in his story. I also don't want it to be a comedy like the Harley Quinn show, and that's why I root for her in that show. I just don't know the need for this, especially it being Penguin. Look, I think Colin Farrell is one of the most underrated actors working today. So the more I see of him, the better. I'll be happy seeing Colin Farrell every week on my television. The specific idea of a Penguin show, I just don't see the need or the appeal for it. Am I alone, Zach? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What am I not seeing here?
It's content. It's what HBO Max is going to do. They want content.
Sure.
That's it. That's it. But I'm sure it's more on ideas. Because that's the one thing I'll give them. When it comes down to HBO, they don't just throw shit out. They develop and create. I mean, it's very rare when they have a shitty show. It's very rare. At the least, it's just good. It's just a good show. So I'm not out of my mind excited about this, but I'm also like not against it. Like anything for more Batman.
I'm not against it.
You know what I mean? Like anything.
It.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just content. You know what I mean? Like, that's literally all it is. The Gotham show, it's content. They need stuff on their service that's just that service. They want people off of the normal HBO. They want them coming over to Max. Which again, Max is still not fucking everywhere. So, like, baffling to me.
Dude, it's gonna make it to Portugal next year before it even comes to the UK. Like,
that's insane.
What the fuck?
That's insane. But I know it's probably some strict laws or rules and regulations. I'm sure it's something
still
of that
stupid.
nature that I just don't understand.
Still stupid. I'm sure the reasons are there, but it's still stupid.
But that's my thing is, like, I'm excited for this. I love Colin Farrell. I can't wait to see him as the Penguin.
Yes.
I wish this wasn't out there yet until the Batman come out. But maybe, again, they're setting this up so it's like, hey, when you see the Batman, maybe he's one of the biggest standouts in it, and then you're like, well, fuck, now I want more of him, you know? Maybe there is a deeper level. Imagine exploring him. Maybe it's not exact. Maybe it's entire Penguin's life. Like, we get his origin, we get, you know, we don't know. I think that's the thing. I hate when shit comes out like this and they don't give a synopsis or a story. What is the story about? Because this could be fucking Boardwalk Empire with the Penguin. It really could. It could be Peaky Blinders too. So it's just, but again, in those instances, you still have characters to root for. So I don't know how they're going to, but I'm excited to just see the possibility of them exploring it. That's the one thing that I like about this day and age, is that as much as we go see these movies, they're going to still develop these characters in these worlds at home. Disney's doing it, and I understand that HBO Max wants to settle in on that too, even if I completely disagree that some of those movies they're making should be 100% in theaters. It's cool. It's cool for me. Let's see it. Let's do it. Let's watch it.
All right.
I'm going to night it. I like it, man.
I can't night it, but I'm not going to throw it in the dungeon, because you raised some very good points. That HBO, I'm sure they've had a shitty show here and there, but honestly, I can't remember.
It wasn't out in the public eye.
So I'm not excited for this, so I can't night it, but I gotta give him a chance. And giving him a chance implies I'm not throwing it in the dungeon. I'm sending it back, and when it has some more updates for me, it will come back with better news. All right, Zach. Prepare for a doozy, everyone. Take us into our main topic, my friend.
The main topic, guys, Venom, Let There Be Carnage, has been seen by people. I'm wearing my Venom shirt that I got from the first Venom screening I ever went to.
I don't have a Venom shirt, but
I have a lot of
still
these.
A cool shirt.
And then I bought this Carnage statue back here.
Yeah, I saw. I've seen that statue on.
It was originally $50, and then I had
a
coupon, and I wasn't gonna get it. And the lady's like, "Oh, you have like a $30 coupon." I'm like, "Do it,
nice.
Let's fucking do it. Fuck it, let's do it, man." But Venom: Let There Be Carnage has been seen, and Ren, can you share my screen? I'm gonna share an article I have so I can read these, and we're gonna read off some reactions, guys. Now, I have not seen the movie. Ren has seen the movie, so his is in here. I made sure to grab one where his is in it, so I'm going to read it. But
I'm on Screen Rant?
Yeah, you are. I found it.
Okay.
But I do want to say something real fast. It is rumored that this film will not be screening for critics outside of LA and New York, and very much they're going to be hiding this movie. This pisses me off for two different reasons. I love Sony. I think Sony is one of the best studios out there at times. This is dumb. You want that same success as Shang-Chi? You need that free publicity. Fan screenings can only go so far, if I'm being honest. The reason Shang-Chi did good was, one, yes, the reviews, but two, because the word of mouth came out. Most of my friends do not know that Let There Be Carnage is coming out. They're not in the movie sphere. But I can tell you, they didn't know about Shang-Chi either coming out until the reviews, until the buzz, until all that started pouring out. So it worries me if that is true, and I really hope they end up making the choice to screen it. If not, I'm going to go Thursday. They're doing it at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. in the afternoon is this first screening. Insane. But let's get to this. So, first one, Venom: Let There Be Carnage is a frenzied mix of buddy movie romance. Venom loves Eddie and horror. It wastes no time in getting down to business and not reliant. Hardy is on fire and Harrelson is Carnage. Do not miss the credits. I was lucky enough to be among the first to finally get to see Let There Be Carnage. I adored it. The first Venom is my favorite of the modern MCU films. Really? And Venom makes all the smart next steps, telling a very human and very beautiful story for Eddie Brock. Venom fans first. Oh my god, this film was amazing. Keeping my promise to Tom Hardy, though. You'll get no spoilers from me. All I can say is watch Venom October 15th, which it's pretty shitty. Tom Hardy, you can tell, really has a love and affection for this character.
Dude, I filmed him asking the people, like, whatever you see here, please keep it. And everyone was like, yeah, myself included. And I've kept it. And I know you've passed by one of the people that starts spreading the spoilers out there.
And it's everywhere.
Not gonna say who. Not gonna say who.
Don't look it up, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now. Do not look it up. I'm being serious. I know it, and because I looked it up, or I didn't look it up. I was going through Twitter, saw it, and then I asked Ren, "Is this true?" And what did Ren tell me? Yes, for the most part, right? For the most part, it was. So just be careful, because this is an ending.
Block the words. Like, I will say this, Zach, you guys, nobody, you don't want to read about this. You want to see this. I remember the moment of euphoria. I was with a friend of mine. I took it with me because I had the right to 2 tickets. So I asked this person, want to come? And I remember I grabbed his arm and I said one word, and then everyone, that entire IMAX theater that was packed, started erupting. And then I started to get some worries here and there because of certain reasons that I'm not going to discuss. You don't want to read about this. You want to experience it. You want to see it with your own eyes, completely blind.
Yeah.
Continue, Zach.
For sure. Sorry, and now we're at Mr. Ren Geekness. Wonder who the fuck this loser is. The biggest strength of Venom Let There Be Carnage is its frenetic pacing and exhilarating action, matching the kinetic energy Tom Hardy has with himself, and Woody Harrelson is relishing as Cletus in Carnage. He is perfect for the role. Oh my god, stay for the credits. Oh.
You jumped to Twitter.
I already liked it and retweeted it, so
I know.
Okay, so here's the thing with this.
But if you haven't liked it and retweeted it, go do that right now.
Yeah, let's get this. Yours is the biggest one. I hope you know that.
It is?
Out of every tweet. Yeah, I've clicked on every tweet.
It's probably my biggest one that I've ever sent.
But I gotta be honest, like, yours, I think, yes, reactions are tough, and I don't want you saying anything because obviously the review embargo and stuff.
No.
I mean, reactions are supposed to be more positive. It's very hard, unless you completely, utterly hate the fucking movie. You know what I mean? Like, most of the time you just want to get out the things that are the exciting part. Then you do your review. I'm happy to see that you liked the movie, because you didn't like the original one. You thought it was very lackluster, but it seems like you like this one. Can you just say, is the end credit scene the best part, or is there actually other good things?
Yes, it is the best part.
Oh, fuck.
That's not to say that, actually, I didn't like that. That's to say it's that good. Like, it's hard to top that post-credit scene.
Is it one of the best in years? That's all you...
In years.
Because Shang-Chi had a really good one, too.
Shang-Chi is amazing, but you don't know what to make out of it. You know? Venom's...
Okay, what was the last one?
It's fucking very clear.
What was the last one before Venom's that you thought was the best?
Infinity War was pretty dope. Spider-Man No Way Home, Far From Home was damn cool. Probably that one, because they're on par with each other, because they're that mind-blowing. Before that, I don't even know which one.
Okay, all right.
I don't know.
Just so you know, guys, Superman's in the end credit scene. Henry Cavill comes down, and it's gonna be, they couldn't do DC versus Marvel, so they're doing DC versus Scum or whatever.
No, they changed the name.
They changed it.
It's Spider-Man's universe of Marvel characters.
God damn it.
So something
like that. But your tweet got me excited. I can't wait to see the movie.
Appreciate
it. And
then
then this last one. My whole life I have never seen a whole movie theater react as loud as they did in Venom 2's end credit scene. Sony delivered. Is that true?
It's accurate.
Okay. Did they react anywhere else, or no?
I don't think so. And I mean that in a good way. Like, everyone was respectful of the fact that we were in the theater.
But I mean, like, no
movie.
Endgame stuff where, like, oh my god, he's picking up Mjolnir.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's not what the movie is going for.
Is the movie
either.
The movie's actually an hour and a half, right?
Yes.
With credits. With credits, it's an hour and a half.
I think, like, I didn't look at my phone specifically, but because I had my phone in the bag.
Yeah.
But yes, I gotta think so.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, I can hardly say Venom movie was absolute carnage. I loved it so much. Thank you, Cineworld, for having us. Okay. And that's it. That's
Alrighty.
it. So let's talk about these because...
you talk about these.
Yeah, I can talk about it. I like the first Venom, so I'm excited to see how crazy this is. I love Carnage. Mm-hmm. Can I ask you questions and just tell me yes or no? Or no? They're not spoilers.
I don't know if I'll be able to answer. So you ask them, and if I can't answer, okay. I'll tell you.
You liked Carnage, right?
I liked Woody Harrelson as the character. Yes.
Okay. Same humor as the first time, or a little bit toned down. Like, because I mean, the first one went crazy with the lobster scene. So, like, I'm just curious. Is it
no lobster scene or nothing of the sort?
Okay.
I'll say the humor works better in this one because it feels like it's attempting something. Like what didn't work for me in the first one that then affects a whole lot of the other elements. The film feels like it was on autopilot. The first one. This one, you had someone directing it. You felt the energy of someone directing
Andy
it
Serkis
and having a
really
through line.
Is this his best film? Andy Serkis's directing was?
No, I mean, I shouldn't answer that question specifically.
Okay.
I'll say Breathe is the better film. Breathe.
I mean,
is the
it's more. It's up to opinion. I mean,
obviously.
I was just curious. But his directing. Okay, does it help that Andy Serkis is good with motion capture? Did it help for this? Do you think? Because that was my issue with the first one.
Because I don't know if there was motion. I don't know if there was motion capture.
Oh, okay. Well, at least CGI.
I will say this. After 2 Venom movies, you still haven't seen Venom in daylight. Nor have you seen Carnage in daylight, for that matter.
That's disappointing.
I will say that.
Okay, my last question. Is his girlfriend wasted once again? I can't remember the chick's name off the top of my head. Just say yes or no.
Michelle Williams.
Yeah, Michelle Williams.
She honestly kind of plays the exact same role in the first one.
That's like what I expected.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Sweet. Okay, awesome. And so yeah, all right, sweet. That's our Venom reaction. When will your review be up?
My review will be up on September 30th at 2 p.m. BST. I don't know what that is for you. I think for you, Zach, that will be 6 a.m. So 6 a.m. PST.
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken.
6 a.m. It is 6
a.m. So then wherever your time zone is, just type in the 2 p.m. BST and then convert it to your own.
That's fucking crazy that it's the day of. That's literally the day of it's coming out.
And there will also be a review on my channel the day before for something else that I'm not going to talk about right now. Let's just say I will probably be very sharply dressed for that review. I'm not saying anything else. I'm not telling you what it is. I'm not telling you what it's not. You can guess what it is, but I'm not confirming nor denying.
Hey, mine will be too.
Hey. All right, everyone. Let's go into your live questions. And by the way, there's a glitch once again with StreamYard. So the earliest question that I have is Lady Erin saying, hi. Hello, Lady Erin. How are you doing? We're very well. Thank you. And she's saying hi to movie fans. So this question was not for me whatsoever. But so yeah, this is the earliest question that I can see. So if you had a question that you really want to be answered before this one, feel free to just type it again. Or, you know, the old adage of go through the super chat and support the channel, go through the tip link and support the channel. If you have something before this, feel free to type it in again. Network 98. Hey, Zach and Ren, we're leaving for our vacation in Florida. Well, have safe travels. I hope you enjoy your vacation. I've never been to Florida, so I'm incredibly jealous. Alrighty. Yoshi King, is there spoilers? No spoilers. I'm assuming you're asking about Venom. No spoilers for Venom. I can't. I'm actually respectful of what Tom Hardy asked of me. And what the little letter that we got asked of me, it's over there. I can't reach it. Joe Fletcher, Ren, is Richard E. Grant the favorite person you have interviewed? Is Richard E. Grant Ooh, good question. I think so, because he's the person who I was who I was a fan of the biggest, because I've been lucky enough to interview Clark Gregg, Dominic Purcell. Well, I'll say this: Richard E. Grant was my favorite interview. Edward James Olmos is very high up there. I didn't get a chance with Madison Eisman one-on-one, so that doesn't count. Dominic Cook, director of The Courier, earlier this year, I interviewed him too. He's really a really great interview. I got a good chunk of time with him too. But Richard E. Grant, man, I was just on the high, because the interview itself happened almost like a month ago or something. Like, I uploaded it yesterday, but it happened a while ago. We had just come out of the hype for Loki. So I had just finished Loki and whatnot. I had just returned to the UK. But yeah, he's very high up there. If he's not the first one, he's the second one. But thank you very much. Movie Fan says, congrats on the interview, Ren. It was fun. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Luke Ponto, I saw Candyman on Thursday night and it was fantastic. So Luke agrees with you, Zach. You both love Candyman. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Let me just check something. All right. And Patrick is here. Good early morning, my favorite geeks. Hello, Patrick. Thank you for being here, brother. I'm
All Might.
Still have to see today's episode.
I still am behind like 5.
Jigo EP says, yeah, Ren, I thought I was the only one who wasn't feeling this week's episode of What If. Oh, you're not. In fact, most of us didn't feel like, when I say yes, I'm talking about a
This is how you can tell. Check people's views on the video. If they're usually lower than usual on a What If episode, it's because people didn't want to talk about it.
Mine are always low, so that's, for me, that's not the indicator, at least. Do we share? We shared Joe Fletcher's, yes. Movie Fan, agree, Ren. Only Murders in the Building it is fantastic, guys. If you're not watching Only Murders in the Building, it's well, thank you so much. That's very kind. That's very humbling, Zach. Thank you. Gigopi, hey, Selena Gomez was good in The Wizards of Waverly Place. I did not catch that show. That show had just missed me when I stopped watching Disney Channel for a while, or at least the live action shows. Lady Aaron asking, didn't that show already get renewed for another season? Yes, it did, and rightfully so, because it's fabulous. Wait, where's Venom in your ranking, Ren? You can't tell us where it ranks even? I don't think... No, we can't, because the review... Because that involves review. And if I rank it, I will let you know where it falls, like, in my review for grades and whatnot. So I haven't checked, I did not check with Sony. I did not check with Tom Hardy. I don't have Tom Hardy's number, even though I was like 5 feet away from him.
Do you want it? I have it. Do you want it?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Okay, just give him a call and let him know you want him to be a guest on here.
Yeah, absolutely. I will.
Man, you should reach out to Sony now and be like, can I do the junket? I'm one of the few fucking people that saw the movie.
And I respect the embargo. No, but I can't, and I prefer not to risk it. Because then you also have more of an incentive of seeing my review and seeing, okay, what are the pros, what are the cons, what is the grade?
That's why I just asked you yes or no questions. That's all I wanted.
Yes, exactly. Because the grade obviously is the least important part, but I still want people to watch the review, I hope the review gets as much views as the tweet got likes. But yes.
If they don't screen it, man... You're going to be in good hands. You'll be one of the only people that saw the movie.
Yeah, true.
I'm still baffled, dude. If they you want your movie to fail.
Yeah.
Do you want a tax write-off? I mean, fucking seriously?
I don't get it. Joe Fletcher, Ren, did you see that John Campea read your reaction to Venom 2 on the show? I did. Look, it's funny because he didn't say Ren, he said Ben, but look, John Campea, that's probably my favorite YouTube channel. I'm sorry, Zach. I love you. My favorite person on YouTube. But John Campea is probably the channel I follow most. Like, every day I watch it.
Dude, I always watch the clips. I watch the
cooking.
clips every day.
Yeah. And
I love when he fucking flips out, man.
Same.
He's one of the channels. The stuff he did at CinemaCon?
Yes, I did.
You saw the argument between him and Aaron?
Yes, and Aaron. So good. So good, man.
And he kept bringing up that fucking photo.
How do you do, fellow kid? I did, and he's one of the people, like, I started watching him while there was still AMC Movie Talk.
Same.
And so it's him, it's Stuckman, it's Schmoes. Those are like the three names that inspire me to, you know what, I'm going to sit my ass down, get a camera, get a microphone, and start talking about movies on YouTube. So to get that recognition from him, and then I even thanked him in a comment, and he liked my comment, and he hearted my comment. So it's those little small things that are completely insignificant, but to me it meant a lot. So yes. Zach and Ren, have you seen The Wicker Man 2006, the one with Nicolas Cage? Absolutely, I have. It's fantastic in all the wrong ways. Zach, how about you?
I don't remember it, but yeah, I have seen it.
Ooh,
it's because I watched it and I'm just
not like, the bees, not the bees. Oh, my eyes!
I mean, you remember that shit, yeah. It's one of those that I just, when I watched it like back then, I just didn't care for it because I didn't get what the fuck it was. Mm-hmm. I was just like, this is stupid, you know. Mm-hmm. I'm sure if I watched it now, I'd think it was funny.
All right. Luke Ponto, what is your favorite movie directed by Danny Boyle? I have my answer, Zach. Do you know yours?
It's either got to be Trainspotting or 28 Days. The first 28 Days.
Both great picks.
Yeah. What's yours?
Yeah, for me, it's easily Trainspotting. That movie is a masterpiece. Yeah. It's phenomenal.
I still have never seen the sequel. I still never saw the sequel.
It's so good. It has no right being as good as it is. Obviously, it's not the original, but it's not too far down.
Everyone came back, right? Everyone came back for that, right?
I believe so. Ewan came back. Johnny Lee Miller came back. Robert Carlyle came back. Ewan Bremner came back. And that's it, if I'm not mistaken.
It's funny. Danny Boyle, you think would be a household name at this point, but he really isn't. Like, if you walk down the street and you ask someone, do you know who Martin Scorsese?
But
but in America at least, like, where like everyone knows Scorsese, Nolan.
Yeah, the example I was giving earlier with the Nolan thing, my dad doesn't. Well, I actually don't know, but he probably doesn't know who Danny Boyle is. So you're right.
Do you think your dad knows who Denis Villeneuve is?
I don't think so.
Because I know my dad went in. That's how I know.
He has seen the Denis Villeneuve films. Just last year, I showed him Blade Runner 2049. But if I asked him, hey, Dad, who's Denis Villeneuve? He probably wouldn't know it.
Man, I would love to start a series. Maybe I should do this, where I go in public and I just question people. Do you know who Martin Scorsese is?
That would be incredible.
Name a movie from him. I'm going to fucking do that, man.
Jurassic Park.
Because I have this new camera. And it's cool because the top is a microphone, so you can pop it off and put it on your shirt, but I'll put it on something else and be like, So tell me, do you know who Cletus Cassidy is?
All right.
What movie did you just walk out of seeing? Oh, I saw West Side Story. Who directed it? Martin Scorsese. Oh, cool.
All right. Eric Thorpe reviews. Remember when Danny Boyle was supposed to direct Bond 25 and they started pre-production with him? They didn't just sign him up and then eventually were like, yeah, never mind. They started pre-production with the guy.
Wasn't it Daniel Craig though that had issues?
I don't remember that. I think it was the Broccoli's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Trail Gamer, I love Only Murders in the Building. I've been watching it. The three are a killer team. I love it so much. It's a mix of drama, mystery, and even good humor. No, any idea who's the killer? No, so right now, I don't want to give too much because I know Zach is going to absolutely eat this show fucking up. Zach,
don't tell me.
Watching this show?
I literally, I promise I'm going to start watching it. I
I need to encourage you. It's only half-hour episodes. It's not. They're not an hour
30?
long. Yeah,
Ooh,
30
okay.
minutes episodes.
Now you've sold me because I thought they were an hour, so that's why I've been putting it off.
Dude, you're going to love the show, and I cannot wait for you to start watching because I want to discuss it.
How
with
many
you.
episodes right now?
5 so far.
Okay. Everyone in my office is talking about it.
It's fabulous. But Trailer Gamer, I have no idea who the killer is, and I love it. I love that I have no idea who the killer is. And look, Zach, every episode, you end the episode saying "fuck" because you then have to wait a week.
So it's like Barry. It's like Barry, right?
Yes, I still have to.
Okay.
I have to go back to season 2 for Barry. Damn it.
Okay, but like you know what I'm talking about? How like every episode of Barry ended on a cliffhanger where you're like,
but every episode on this one you end with a new piece of the puzzle to solve who the murderer is, and you're like, fuck, another week now that I have to wait.
Do you think they're going to reveal it in this season since they got a season 2?
Yes. I think there's going to be another mystery because it's America.
You know
People
what my
die all the
biggest thing
time.
for
It's
this,
New
though,
York.
is the fact that Steve Martin's in it, man. I love Steve Martin.
Dude, it's him and Mark Short. It's the duo. It's the fabulous duo. And it's fantastic because there's a great bit of drama in that because Steve Martin is an actor who was on this long-running show on CBS. Martin Short is this failed theater director that mostly only has flops on his mantle. There's a great... I'm not going to go too much into it. If you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. There's a joke that he at one point wanted to make Splash the musical in the theater. It's and they have this ability where they do it several times through every episode, but every time they drop an F-bomb, it's always surprising. They do it so deliberately, so well. It's so good. And by the way, you know who else is in it? Amy Ryan, the actress who with Michael Scott at the end of The Office, Holly, who played
and
Holly.
also
She's in the
show.
show.
Beautiful Boy.
Yes, exactly. Eric Thorpe, for me, it's either Slumdog Millionaire or 127 Hours. 127 Hours is up there for me too.
I forgot he did 127.
Yeah, it might be my second or third. Slumdog Millionaire, it's a good movie. I'm not the biggest fan of it. That's all I'm going to. I don't think it sucks. Don't get me wrong. I just have never been a big fan of that movie. All right.
Hey, Ren, can I tell you something now? Fuck you, JK. No, I'm actually in the same camp with you. I like Slumdog, but I don't love it. I've only seen it once.
I never loved it. Like, I see all the qualities everyone else sees. It just doesn't hit me.
Kind of like Life of Pi for me. I don't care about that movie either.
I wouldn't say I love that one, but I will say I really like it. I don't like the ending. I don't think that movie has any business having an ambiguous ending. Like, what are you doing? Just tell me what happened, actually. What actually happened. Eric Thorpe, are we allowed to talk spoilers? What if episode 6? If we're going to ask about spoilers, say it in your comment, in your question. But I think it's fine. Zach, what do you think? I want to hear your opinion.
I'm in the minority when it comes to this, but if it's TV, the second it premieres, it's free game. Sorry.
All right, so
it's at home.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make time to watch it. Now, if What If had come out this morning, now that's not fair because you guys are watching this show, so I don't expect like I've already seen spoilers in the new My Hero Academia, and I'm like, I'm behind a couple weeks, but like I still don't want to see them.
Yeah, I will say this: and this didn't happen, so I guess also spoilers for What If episode 6. But if this week for some reason the Watcher had finally interfered for the first time and something cataclysmic happened, I will say no. But this episode really has its own little bubble, as most of them are, which is totally fine. So just let us know in the chat, like, spoilers for What If episode 6, and I think that's fine. When I think of Joe Carnahan, I think of the movie Smokin' Aces. Underrated movie.
Yep, very
underrated movie. I like that movie a lot. Cop Shop with Frank Grillo as Ren. Well, we addressed this yesterday.
Dude, literally, I forgot to text you when I was watching that movie. I think you would have already been asleep. I was watching it like 10 o'clock my time. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is fucking Ren. It's back when you had the mustache and the dude, point blank, it was fucking your look. It's like Joe Carnahan was watching one of your reviews. Have you ever reviewed one of his movies?
I don't know. Let me see what he directed in the past few years.
Did you do Boss Level?
I didn't do boss level because I didn't care for boss level, so I decided not to talk about it. And I was already late when I watched it, so I
Let's
was
see.
already late to it.
Um,
Boss level, Bad Boys. No, that was producer.
yeah.
Point
Um,
Blank. Oh no, I didn't
oh,
talk about
El
this.
Chicano, did you do? He directed that.
I have
No.
no idea what this
Death Wish,
is.
he wrote. The Gray.
Oh, Wheelman. That's also a Frank Grillo stretch. Yeah, I don't think I ever reviewed one of his movies, though I like
Huh.
quite a few of his movies. Yeah, it just never happened. Um,
Hmm.
but yes, I cannot wait to see Cop Shop. The trailer alone, wow, I want to see it. Um, uh, okay, oh, you took it too far. Movies fan. What will be the four Marvel slate be? One of them will be Fantastic Four, the other one will be Captain America 4, and the other two I have no clue. Zach?
Um, because there's still two in 2023 we don't know, and I'm still
No, but he's
predicting one of
asking
those.
about the
I
2024
know.
one,
That's why
because
I'm
it's,
saying like 2023. I think is going to be probably Deadpool and
okay.
Blade towards the end of the year.
Mm,
Because Deadpool's
okay.
filming next year. I don't think they'll hold it till 2024. So yeah, Captain America, Fantastic Four. I'm going to throw it out there. Secret Wars,
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
and
All right.
then I'm going to say, you know what? For you, Nova.
Don't play with my emotions like that, man.
I think one of those will be someone new, or Shang Chi, or it'll be Shang Chi too.
Shang-Chi too. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the 20 Rings.
Oh, see, I thought they were just gonna skip the 20 and go to 40. That's what I was reading that they were gonna do. Are you telling me
All
that's
right.
not true?
No, I'm not saying that's not true. Um, Flash Flick reviews. Hey, Zach and Ren, what are your top three favorite sitcoms of all time? Okay, doozy. Off the top of my head, I don't have a list in front of me. How I Met Your Mother, Boy Meets World, and The Office. Those are the three I'll go with. What about you, Zach?
Friends, The Office, and Community.
Alrighty. Luis Feliciano, good friend of the show. Hey, Ren and Zach, I apologize if you already talked about this, but your thoughts on Cry Macho. I saw it
I've
and found
never
it a little
seen it.
disappointing. Number one, you know, you don't ever have to apologize if we talked about something because we can't count on everyone to be watching the show all the time. So sometimes you'll miss a show. Like Jico VP last week, he missed the show live, and I appreciate that he still watched it like on the on YouTube when it was uploaded. So I appreciate that. You guys have your own lives. You can't be watching the show all the time for whatever reason. So don't ever apologize if we did speak about something. That's totally fine for you to ask. So I have not seen Cry Macho. I have it loaded up. I have my VPN turned on for HBO Max for my free trial with a new
Is it
email.
actually out there, by the way, or
No,
no?
no, no,
No.
no. It's
Cry
not coming
Macho?
out here
No,
until
no, Cry
December.
Macho. Seriously? Cry
Yeah,
Macho.
yeah,
It's not.
yeah. Cry Macho. So I got my VPN. I started my free trial. I created a new email for HBO Max. So I'll be watching it this week. But again, when I'll get to the end of the show, I'll talk about the things that I got coming up this week. And I got a bunch of stuff that I didn't watch this past week because I'm just watching Midnight Mass to have it ready for you guys when the embargo drops on Monday. But I will watch it, and thank you for sharing your thoughts on it, obviously, Luis. But I have not seen it. I will watch it soon. All right. You have not seen it either, right, Zach?
No, I probably won't
Okay.
watch it. I'll probably watch it
All
like
right.
on a fucking spur, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch it.
All righty. On to it's your turn to hum
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
random, Zach.
yeah. That's the sound of me smacking your mom's ass.
Okay, there we go.
It's Fat Albert.
um, how do you think Yelena will tie into this show? How many episodes do you think she'll be in? So we kind of addressed this. How she will tie into the show? She'll just show up because she's after Hawkeye.
Everyone's after Hawkeye.
I'm getting a sense like he'll show up in the news, or because of Haley Steinfeld being dressed as Ronan, Yelena will think that is Hawkeye.
I have an idea.
That is Clint.
I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen.
Okay.
Episode 3 is going to happen. All right.
Okay.
The end credit scene will be Yelena coming in, smiling with her little nunchuck thingies, and then she's going to come into the next episode, and they're all going to fight, and then at the end, Clint's going to be like, "I didn't kill your fucking sister. I loved her. Blah 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 blah. I named my baby after her," and then done. She leaves.
Yeah, I think.
And will Valentine be in this show though?
No, Valentina. No, I don't think so.
She could be at the fucking tower.
She could be one of the cameos. I agree. Again, I don't think she has a role to play per se in this show, but I think she could be one of the cameos. But how many episodes? 1, 2 tops. I don't see them stretching it beyond that.
I don't see her being main character.
Yeah, when I say 1, 2 tops, I don't even think she will be like in 2 full episodes. If anything, she comes in like midway through one of the episodes and then sticks around for an entire episode, and by the end of that episode, she leaves.
I don't want to say something, but I do know how long she was on set for, so I don't want to. I don't know if I should talk about that.
Tell me in the private chat. Movie fan, will Morgan Stark return in the MCU? If I was a betting man, which I am not, I would say no. But at the same time, never say never with MCU stuff. Maybe when we get to Armor Wars and multiverse bullshit, hey, here comes Catherine Langford, because she's Morgan Stark a grown-up Morgan Stark in the future of this other universe or whatever. So yeah, okay, that's we're right. We're right then.
Yeah,
that's the case. We're about right.
Because I just remember someone posted a photo of her walking in a building, and then she didn't come out until later in the day.
Okay.
That's the only thing she was seeing.
Did I mishear, or did you say you think we're already getting Nolan's next movie in 2022?
It's filming in 2022.
I didn't say. Well, yes.
I said it's filming in 2022. It's probably coming 2023 then.
We had a jump. I apologize. Where are you, Eric Thorpe? Here you are. This is going to be a hard question. Well, let's see if it is a hard question. Would you watch movies that have only Ryan Gosling or Adam Driver, and why? You must choose only one of these actors. I'm not going to say I wouldn't feel that loss. I would feel that loss. But I'm going Gosling on this one. How about you, Zach?
Gosling.
Alrighty. Gico EP, it is a hard question, Aaron. You were right about that. And again, I feel that loss, but if I had to choose, I'm going Gosling on it. You guys knew I was going to mention this, but after the After the Villeneuve's comments on the MCU, do you guys wish journalists would stop asking directors what they think, especially since it's off 100%. I think anything you ask that is off topic just shouldn't be asked. I know. What a concept. You know what? I'm giving myself as an example.
Now,
I hate
can
doing
I
that.
can I give this credit where credit is due?
Mm-hmm.
They technically didn't ask about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They asked about film franchises, and Denis brought up MCU. But in his entire quote, which is his why, it's shitty because you have to pay to read the interview. So someone paid and then screenshotted what the actual interview said. Denis, yes, he made his comment about cut and paste, but he also didn't shit on it completely. He said some movies are and some movies aren't. He's praised Chloe Zhao. He's praised that certain directors have gotten to do what they do, but he just says it's the cut and dry mold. He goes, it's completely different than Dune, where he mentions, like, this has been the film I wanted to direct since I was a kid. Like, that's what he pretty much goes in to mention that. And I wish that's what the tweet would have also said, but, let's start a controversy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. Lady Erin, Ren and Zach, have you listened to the Dune score yet? It got released on all streaming platforms yesterday, and if you have, do you think it'll be a best original score contender? So,
I refuse to watch it.
I'm a score guy. I love my movie scores. So usually 99.9% of the time, I wait until I'm actually watching the movie to listen to the score for the first time. This one time, I couldn't resist. I've listened to the first 3 or 4 tracks. I listened to Dream of Arrakis, and like the other 2 or 3 that come after that, and that's it. So I listened to a little bit yet. I don't think it's correct to say I've listened to the Dune score, and I have no idea if it's the best original score contender. The little bit that I've listened, I would vote for it, but I'm biased because Hans Zimmer is my favorite composer of all time. But yeah, I don't think it's not legit to say I've listened to the Dune score because I've only listened to like 3 or 4 tracks. So I don't know, but I hope it is because Hans Zimmer is the GOAT. So yeah. Oh, here we go. Luis Feliciano, do you see Joker 2 being announced at DC Fandom with all the rumblings going around lately? So, definitely not the question I thought you were going to ask. Yeah, I think...
There's a secret panel going there, from what I understand.
I think it'd be weird if you have this movie coming and you didn't announce this movie was coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm not happy about it coming, but whatever.
I mean, I don't care for it whatsoever.
What Martin Scorsese movie do you think you're going to copy this time? I'm thinking Wolf of Wall Street.
I'm thinking... What am I thinking? I'm thinking Last Temptation of Christ.
Oh, okay. That's a good
I
one.
literally started Queen's Gambit, Mare of Easttown, and TL? What is TL? Preparation for the Emmys tomorrow. TL. What is TL? God damn it. Mr. Mario would be fine if either Winslet or Taylor-Joy took home Best Actress in LS. Even Olsen for one. I'm not sure what TL is. Is there a show called TL? Hang on. I'm going to check the Emmy nominees. Emmy nominees 2021. I'm still rooting. So I have not seen all of the nominees. I've seen so there are 5 nominees, right? I have seen 4 out of the 5. I would vote for Anya Taylor-Joy, absolutely. So you're talking about Best Actress. Best Actress. Acting. Comedy, drama. No, that's actor.
It says limited series.
Limited series.
That's what he said.
Here we are. Michaela Cohen in I May Destroy You. Cynthia Erivo as Ingenious. Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda Maximoff. And Kate Winslet as Mare Sheehan in Mare of Easttown. So I still don't know what is TL. I'm really sorry, GKOP. But I still have no idea what is TL. But I would vote for Anya Taylor-Joy because none of the initials are TL, none of the series initials are TL. So I'm completely missing something, unless TL literally means timeline. Let me see if GKOP is saying what it is. Limited Ted Lasso. Okay, thank you. That's my bad.
This is why we don't do anagrams like that type of shit.
No, I'm missing it, and I'm also missing what LS is. But yes, I would vote for Anya Taylor-Joy. Absolutely. Do you guys agree that Joker 2 and 3? I hope there's not a 3. Is not necessary. Yes, I agree, but I will also say, I always say this, I don't think any movie is quote-unquote necessary. I want to see movie X and movie Y and movie Z, but I don't think any movie ever made was quote-unquote necessary. So to answer your question, no, but no movie ever is for me. For me. Um... Joe Fletcher, Ren, on last week's show you said people should not go and see Venom 2 and we don't get so we don't get a third movie. Do you still stand by that statement? Obviously, I did not mean that literally.
No, you did. You said it. You said it. People don't.
I know I said it. I didn't mean that literally. It's. I can't answer this question. I can't answer this question.
Just go off of what I read on his reaction. You know what I mean?
Look,
just
let me be fair. Joe Fletcher, keep that question, like open up a notes document that keep that question and ask me again after the movie is out for everyone, because then I'll be able to answer it. Or even when my review comes up, because my review is going up on this.
If you guys want to see Spider-Man No Way Home this year, you should probably go see it, because if Venom bombs, I'm going to tell you right now, Sony will move that film. I don't. It doesn't matter to me how good Shang-Chi did. It's not up to Kevin Feige. If Sony wants to move that film after Doctor Strange, they'll fucking move it. It doesn't matter to them. It doesn't matter to them. What matters to them is money. And that sucks, but we're in a business. That movie, here's the thing: Spider-Man: No Way Home, no matter what, is going to make money. It doesn't matter. But if Venom bombs, which it probably, I told you this, Ren. If this movie makes more than $25 million opening weekend without critics screening it, I will be fucking shocked. In fact, this will be the first time. I can't even remember the last time where a big theatrical released superhero film did not get early screenings, besides the fan one. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure even Fantastic Four did.
Yeah. Question, Ren. Do you think that Venom Let There Be Carnage will get good reviews from critics?
We can't talk about that.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know. It's a very tricky one for me to predict. Like, when you see the movie, you'll know what I mean. Because it's one of those, I guess, much like the first one, it could work, it couldn't work, but I have no clue, honestly. No clue, really. It could go either way, honestly. It could go either way. But it's a fair question. Does she Venom show up again? I can't answer that question. Though I'm starting to remember. I'm trying to remember if she does or not in my own head. I can't answer that question. Lady Aaron asks, Ren, congrats on chatting with Richard E. Grant. Thank you so much. How was it getting to chat with him? It was awesome. It's not only a great opportunity in itself, but to me, coming from a very small country nobody has heard of, and English being a second language still, it's cool just to be that little kid from Portugal that actually talked with one of the greatest screen legends of all time, in my humble opinion. But essentially, what you see in those interviews is essentially the time I got with them. As soon as I cut on the videos, it's when I cut and they threw me out and into the waiting room, into the lobby, as they call it. And right before it started, I play the trailer because the beginnings are just awkward because I have to present myself. I have to say my name and then what outlet I'm from. And then I start immediately saying hi to the people I'm interviewing. So what you see in those interviews, in those videos that are now on the channel, it's essentially the time I did get with them.
I have a question. How long did you wait in the waiting room? Were they late? I'm just curious.
No, because I was there with several other critics. That's how I met John Roca. That's where I met him.
Man, every time I do those fucking junkets, I sit in that fucking waiting room for like 20, 30 minutes, and they're so behind.
Really?
Dude, one time I was like, I have shit to do. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't sit here for an hour waiting for you guys. It was literally an hour behind.
I didn't wait too long. I got into the waiting room first, and then I think I got them first. I got the director Jonathan Butterell and Lauren Patel and Max Harwood first. And then I went back to the waiting room, and between them and Richard, it must have been like 10 minutes tops that I waited. So yeah. Ren and Zach, are you guys aware of the whole controversy? Simile passed, because I know there are a lot of people that have been trying to cancel him on Twitter. Yeah, it's bullshit. It's been debunked that he didn't do quote unquote anything wrong. And
it's taken out of context.
I will say there's stupid stuff in there, but it's one or two things. For the most part, when you actually go and look at the context, good thing to know the dude did nothing wrong.
Yeah, and honestly, like, the things that were the dumb things that he said, let's be honest, we've all said something stupid.
We've said totally stupid. I've never had a Reddit, thankfully.
I'm not going to get into it, but I did a collab with someone, and I got a private message from someone. How dare you? And I'm like, who the fuck are you? You don't even follow me. So then he sends me pictures of what they had said in the past. They retweeted funny jokes. I mean, funny is... They're fucked up jokes. I mean, they were fucked up
you jokes. Said it was funny. I'm going to cancel you now.
But that's my thing. Like, they were quote-unquote funny, but, like, they're in the vein of, like, Tropic Thunder. So, like, it's like back when people were trying to cancel with Robert Downey Jr., which it's like, have you seen Tropic Thunder?
You missed the point.
Exactly.
I don't get these people. What are your thoughts on the criticism of the Marvel formula? For me, you can honestly say that for any genre. Sure, some do stand out, but they all follow familiar beats. It just depends on execution. You essentially got it there. And I wouldn't even call it a formula, because it's just filmmaking and storytelling. They all follow, to an extent, the hero's journey, the hero with 1,000 faces. They're all variations of that. Like, no movie that comes out nowadays is quote-unquote original. They're all inspired by something that someone else already did, by a story that someone else already told. So formula is the wrong word to call it in general. And I'm not just talking about Marvel. I'm saying, like you said, you can put that into any genre, into any movie. Yes, it's not a formula, because filmmaking and storytelling are not sciences. And I think calling it formula is just diminishing everything that comes out of any of them. How about you, Zach?
I mean, you pretty much said everything. I just... Everything's kind of copy and paste now. It's very rare when a film... That's why I like independent movies a lot. And that's why I like A24. Every A24 movie is a new experience, honestly. Mm-hmm. Indie films are a new experience. And, you know... It's just different. I mean, movies are movies. A lot of them do follow it, but I think when we talk about formula, it's mostly the blockbusters that all follow it.
Yeah, and even then, I disagree, even if I don't like them.
Yeah.
The movie fan, did you guys watch Clickbait? It was filmed here, the police station It is near my house. I just didn't like the ending a lot. No, I don't even know what that is.
It's a Netflix show that went pretty viral.
Wow, okay.
I've heard good things about it.
Sounds pretty clickbaity to me, but no, I have not seen it. Have you seen it, Zach?
My girlfriend did and said it was really good, so I want to watch it, but again, I don't have time.
Ren and Zach, have you guys seen Jennifer's Body? Long time ago.
Have you seen the naked Jennifer's Body?
I wish.
Naked Jennifer.
Have you seen Jennifer's Body, Zach?
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
Have you seen Zachary's Body? That's the sequel. Have you seen that, Ren?
It's a horror movie. No.
Yeah, it's me naked for 30 minutes.
It's a short film then.
Yeah.
All right. Lady Aaron, who are some actors and actresses that you dream of having as a guest on the Geeks of the Roundtable?
Good
Well, at this
question.
point, any and everyone, because we don't get anyone. So if any actor or actresses wants to be in, but there's a part two. For actors on my end, Ryan Gosling or Adam Driver for sure. And for actresses, I would say Emma Stone. Ren, I'll be shocked if you don't say Margot Robbie as well. Well, now you took it from me, so I'm not going to say it. You said it first. I'm not going to say it. There you go.
Wow. Fucked it up.
Who am I going to say then? Anya Taylor-Joy. Richard E. Grant. You can come on to the show anytime. Any of the other people I've interviewed. Edward James Olmos, Clark Gregg, Dominic Purcell, Catherine McNamara. Who else have I interviewed? Nobody else, I think. I've interviewed the directors of Wolfwalkers, Tom Moore and Ross Stewart. I would love to have them on.
Oh, didn't you direct the guy who did Supernova?
Yes, I was just about to say that. Harry McQueen, who directed Supernova. I would love to have him. But yes, obviously the goddess herself, the angel that is Margot Robbie, would be on the show. I would have her on I would replace Zach with Margot Robbie. Like, fully open with you, full honesty. I would replace Zach with Margot Robbie, and I know Zach wouldn't even be mad.
No, I'll just produce.
Alrighty, Zach. Any other names you want to throw out there? Oh, hang on, Henry Cavill. I would love to have Henry Cavill because I would appreciate him more than WB clearly does.
I have one. Easily, M. Night Shyamalan.
Nice.
I'd love to have him on here.
That's a good name. That's a good name to bring up. Tom Hardy, obviously, because I respected
Tom
his
Hardy.
wishes.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Demonesian Scott asks you to show us your Carnage figure closer, please,
okay,
Zachariah.
I don't want to move it because I have it perfect. Because I have all my it's perfect. It's perfect. Sorry. I'm sorry. Go on my Twitter though. I posted an up close picture of it.
He did.
No.
Demonesian Scott also asks, have you guys heard how well Zack Snyder Justice League is selling on physical media? No, I have not, honestly.
Yeah,
is it selling
really good. It broke records, which that doesn't happen anymore.
Alrighty. Have you guys seen No Way Home leaked footage that was brought up on Jimmy Fallon, the one with Andrew Garfield? Don't want to spoil it if you guys haven't seen it. Do you think it's real? I don't know, man, because that footage came out like weeks ago and everyone was like, oh my god, even before the trailer came out. That footage first surfaced before the trailer came out. Everyone was like, oh my god, it's here, it's the proof. And then it was debunked. So then it immediately died. And now it's come back again. And now everyone is flipping out and I'm like, but it's been debunked. We know it's... Well, what is going on, people? Why is everyone insane? How about you, Zach?
It's real. The footage is real. It got uploaded in fucking 8K. It's fucking... The 8K photo, you literally see the reflection on the beam. You can't fake that. So that video that came out of the guy showing, this is how I tricked the world. It's not real. It's not like... it is not real. I'm telling you right now, if he is not in that movie, I will fucking eat dog shit. There's no fucking way. I mean, there's just no way at this point. Like, undeniably, he's in that film. He's in that movie. He's in that movie. And if he's not, they took him out. They took him out. I don't care. I'm telling you, any day now. So, the Toby one is the one that I'm like waiting for them to post.
All right. Movie fan. I'm super excited for the black phone. That first look photo looks scary. So you guys know when it throws... No, I have no clue. We're not that powerful yet. If you guys keep subscribing, if you guys keep liking the videos and whatnot and calling your friends to subscribe, maybe one day we'll be that powerful. And maybe we will one day get the exclusive black phone trailer to drop for you guys. But right now, I have no clue when that's going to drop. I don't even know when it's supposed to come out, the movie itself. Zach?
January.
Oh, okay. I would say, and it's a small-scale horror movie, so I would say, is it early or late January? You don't know?
It's early. Oh, no,
early?
It's late. I think it's the 22nd.
Yeah, so expect either by the end of the year, like maybe a New Year's reveal trailer, or during January, really. I wouldn't expect the trailer too soon. Lady Erin, what is your favorite and least favorite movie songs? Wow, that's a doozy. That won the Best Original Song Oscar, and before you say Eye of the Tiger did not win Best Original Song, well, that's bullshit right there. My favorite Best Original winner is City of Stars, and my least favorite is Talk to the Animals. I don't even know which one that is. In recent memory, I will say my favorite is City of Stars, perhaps.
City of Stars, take your pants off.
That's not how it goes.
You want to bet? Do you want to bet?
Yes.
Do you want to bet? Do you want to bet? That's
Yes.
the original version, Ren. That is the original version.
Okay, where's your proof, sir? Where's
My
your proof?
pants. It's in the pants. The pants.
My least favorite was, didn't Rocketman win for one in 2019? And it totally should not have been Rocketman who won. I'm going with that one. Because that one should not have won. Best Original Song.
I don't know.
Triller Gamer, have you seen Dear Evan Hansen yet? No? But soon. I already have a date to watch it. Not a date, I'm going with someone. A date like I have a day that I'm going to watch.
No, he's a liar. It's a date.
I wish it was. Zach, have you seen it, or do you know when you're going to see it?
Seeing it on Tuesday.
All right.
Ask me if I'm excited.
Are you excited?
Nope.
I'm not excited either, especially because it's 2 hours and 20 minutes. Again,
That's
length
when I
is
rolled
not
my
a
fucking eyes.
length is not a determinator of quality, good or bad. But I just don't buy that this film needs to be 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'm not going to comment on whether Venom should have been longer than 90 minutes, but we've addressed that situation. So, all right. Jico EP, what do you think about the movies that have been hated over for years, but now are being praised? For example, the prequels, the Matrix sequels. Are people? I've not seen that happening. I've seen the prequels. Even if I disagree, I have seen that happening. The Matrix sequels, I have not seen people praising it. Like when I say people, a big number of people praising it. I still gotta watch the third one, but this week's has been busy. Even the Amazing Spider-Man films, when some bash on MCU's, I mean, that's the thing. They're bashing on MCU Spider-Man, but they like Amazing Spider-Man, so take that with a huge grain of salt. I don't know, man. Maybe people are more vocal now, which more power to them. If you genuinely enjoy those films,
It's because
that's
social media is
awesome.
a more bigger thing now than it was back when the film
Also
came
true.
out.
That's very valid.
There's always been
Yeah.
there's fans of anything. You name a movie that's terrible, there's someone out there that's their favorite film of all time. That's just the
I'm
truth.
sure someone legit likes the 50 Shades
I
of Grey
just
movies.
remember this girl I used to work with flat out told me, I like Venom. That's my favorite Marvel movie ever made. Flat out told me that. Saw it 3 times in theaters. Said Endgame was
Yikes.
boring. Like this is, but that's the thing. One person's treasure or one person's trash is another person's treasure.
Yeah. You got the words mixed up, but you would still get to the same point. So no worries about it. Movie fan, name 5 upcoming films other than Marvel and DC that you are most looking forward to. Dune, No Time to Die, Last Night in Soho, The Last Duel, Spencer.
All right, I'm gonna go different. I'm gonna go films. Well, overall, I'll have some films from next year and this year. That new Viking film from the guy who did The Witch, Eggers. Yeah, The Northman. Lightyear, I'm really fucking excited for. Dune, No Time to Die. Oh, the new Predator movie. Let's just say that.
Oh yeah, Skulls. Good one. Oh man, I fucking love this. Is this Leo, our boy Leo? Because I fucking love your picture, man. I fucking love your picture. Even if you're not like Leo Rydell from Geekly Goods, this isn't Leo. Okay.
This isn't Leo.
I still love your fucking picture, Leo. I still love your fucking picture. When Venom in the trailer says everyone loves serial killers, in my mind I think Jeff Bezos and those with the likes of him. I'm not sure what this one means. But again, I fucking love your picture, man. Lady Aaron, Ren, by the way, have you heard about the new Pokemon movie, Legends of the Jungle? Yes, I watched it earlier the other day. Coming to Netflix next month. Will you watch it? And Ren and Zach, favorite Pokemon movie if you have one. Will I watch it? Yes. I don't think the trailer looks very good. You want to talk about formula? I actually preferred when the Pokemon movies had a formula. The best Pokemon movie is, bar none, the third one. That one right there with Entei and the Unknown, Power of the Unknown. That's the fucking best Pokemon movie by far. Zach, are you going to watch Pokemon Secrets of the Jungle? And what is your favorite Pokemon movie? It's the first one, the Mewtwo one. When Ash dies, but then the Pokemon cry and he comes back to life.
Yeah. Yeah. I love Pokemon. I haven't seen the trailer for this. Will I watch it? Probably not. That's just the honest truth. Pokemon's not the same since like season 2, so I just don't care anymore.
Season.
No, I got season 1 on Blu-ray. Look at that shit.
They weren't really divided by seasons. Let's be fair.
Well, now they are. In America, they were. In America, they were.
America.
You're not out here, so you don't know what the fuck goes on out here, you know?
And you don't know what the fuck goes on out here.
Come out here. I'll teach you how it goes down, okay?
Pay for my flight. I'll be there.
All right, bet.
Spoiler for it.
I'm not getting you a round trip. You're getting a one-time. That's
okay.
it.
Why did they kill Tony in every timeline, dude? I just noticed this like yesterday or something, and it's hilarious. Every time Tony Stark is in an episode, he dies, and I think that's really fucking funny.
You know why?
No,
I'm gonna tell you. It's because he's destined to die, no matter what.
Fair point. That could very well be it, because he always ends up dying, one way or the other, and I think it's cool because it's the biggest showing of how different these universes are. From the moment you get a Tony Stark dying, you get to the point where there are no Avengers, and therefore you're like, oh shit, this is a different universe. But it's just a really funny coincidence. I bet they didn't even realize that Tony Stark always ends up dying. Yeah. By the way, Ren, when you mentioned about John Campea being the channel you watch every day, I was going to say that about you. Oh, thank you so much. That means so much to me. You are an inspiration to me, and I watch your videos every day. Thank you so much, Aaron. That's very kind. And kind of why I do this. So you just validated every single video that I put out there until this day. Even the bad ones. Because if I go back to watch the early videos on my channel, they suck. I suck. I still suck these days. But thank you so much. That means a lot to me, and I'm very humbled by your words. Thank you so much. All right. Ryan and Zach, have you seen Batman and Robin? Of course. Absolutely. Several times, I think. I know I've seen it more than once. I don't know how many times I've seen it. How about you, Zach?
Yes.
All right. Movie fan. We don't get Cry Macho until November 25th. Honestly, I can't wait because like I don't care much about it. Well, then there is no big issue right there. You even get it before us. So yeah.
Cry Macho.
Joe Fletcher, do you think F9 director's cut will solve any problems made by... So, how I found out there was a director's cut of F9 was the other day. I was just scrolling through stories on Instagram, and I saw that our friend Griffin was going to the Universal lot, and there was this big banner for an F9 director's cut, and I'm like, really? Did not think that movie would need or warrant a director's cut.
I tell you right now, the director's cut's 5 minutes longer.
Yeah, that's my guess too. There are way too many problems to be solved in 5, in 10, in 15, in 20 minutes with that film. The problems with that film are in the writing. So that film already has shaky foundation, so I don't think that the director's cut will help it. How about you, Zach?
Same feeling.
Alright.
I don't think so.
I think Morgan Stark will definitely show up again. How did they not use the daughter of Iron Man at some point? If they have no plans for her, they don't. Maybe Pepper Potts doesn't show up again. And the only Iron Man person from the movie that shows up continuously is Happy Hogan. And even then, Zach thinks he's going to die. Ren and Zach, who do you think will direct Joker 2? It's still Todd Phillips. Unfortunately. But don't tell anyone that. Wait. We had a jump. I apologize.
Wait.
I'm sorry. We had a jump. We're almost running out of time, so we'll take five more questions. 5 more great questions. Let me just see. Where you are. Where we were, rather. Okay, we were here. Now let me go a bit down. Okay, Lady Aaron. What are movies that you hope never get a sequel? I'm praying to God that there never is a sequel to La La Land. There's not going to be a sequel to La La Land, though you're very right. There shouldn't be a sequel to La La Land. What movies should not get a sequel? It's so much easier when we think about movies that should get a sequel but have not gotten a sequel.
Never get a sequel? I mean, the obvious one, guys. The most obvious movie that should never get a sequel. It's clear and date. It's fucking, Avengers Endgame. We don't need any more Avengers movies. Mm-hmm. No, I'm kidding. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. What do you guys want me to say? Tickle my pickle? Tickle my pickle? Who gives a fuck?
One Night in Miami. One Night in Miami should not get a sequel.
It's getting a sequel, actually, so...
That's one.
I'm gonna say it right here. The movie that should get a sequel, Dune. I haven't even fucking seen it yet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is a good question. I saw a popular YouTube reviewer say Free Guy is the worst movie of 2021. Was it Patrick Burrow? Did you see Patrick Burrow saying that? No,
I was about to say, yeah.
Even if you don't like the movie, there are far worse out there. What are some films you feel people are way too harsh on? That's a good question. Look, do I disagree that Free Guy is the worst movie of 2020? Yes, I absolutely do. I really, really liked Free Guy. But it's his opinion. So his or hers, I don't know who you're talking about. So it's his opinion. So I disagree, but I think the person is free to say that. Movies people are way too harsh on. I was just... Prince of Persia, definitely. I think people... Reminiscence. Though... Reminiscence is one I haven't seen a lot of people, like a lot of audiences talking about. I've only seen critics, and critics, yes, definitely they are too harsh on Reminiscence because Reminiscence is fucking great. But Prince of Persia definitely is one. Just the other day, I shared something like funny that, oh, this movie is actually great. You guys are just mean. I don't remember what it was. Let me see if I have something on my reviews. If looking at my reviews, I jogged something in my memory. Because I remember, Zach, in 2019 was a year where I disagreed in a lot of things with a lot of people.
Yeah, we know, Ren. We know.
You know? Let me see my playlist. Let me go to my playlist.
Oh, here's another one. Captain Marvel. I think people shit on too much. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Like,
good answer. Good answer.
Like, those are two that just like annoy me to no end when I hear those are the shittiest. Those are the worst. Last Jedi, another one.
Those are the worst movies I have ever seen in my entire life.
Like, have you ever seen a movie? You know
I
what I
don't know what
mean?
that accent was. Why can't I find my playlist of 2019 movie reviews? DC movie reviews. There they are. I think people are not harsh enough on Alita Battle Angel.
Shut the fuck
Um,
up. Just shut the fuck
um,
up, Ren. Just shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. I think people. Oh, I know. I think people are way too harsh on. Oh, here's one. Dark Phoenix. I think it's bad. Don't get me wrong. It's a bad movie. I don't think it's the absolute shit everyone has said it
It's
is.
not the
I
worst.
think people are too hard. Sorry?
It's not the worst. I'd rather watch that than Apocalypse.
I won't say Apocalypse, but Last Stand. I'll rather watch that than Last Stand. I think people are way too harsh on The Lion King 2019. That's for sure. Um, what else? What else, my friends? What else? I think people are way too harsh on It Part 2. I definitely
Yep,
think it's not
I
as
agree
good
with
as the
that.
first, but people are way too harsh on that one. So those are a few. Um, bu- 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 all right. Um, du- 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 du. Let's jump to see let's jump to see the final three questions because we did two. I said five. Um, uh,
Guys, stop asking Ren about Venom. He can't answer questions.
No, feel free to ask. It just sucks that I won't be able to answer. I want to be able to answer your guys' question. Oh, this is a good one. Nathan Holt, what PlayStation games do you play? So right now I'm replaying God of War 2018 because I want to beat the fucking Valkyries. So I'm playing New Game Plus. So I already have all the things I had before. I'm just playing the story again.
You're telling me you want to unlock the Infinity Gauntlet.
There's an Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, you
in
don't
God of
know
War?
about that? If you kill all the Valkyries, you get the Infinity Gauntlet, and it evaporates people. Look it up on
I'm
YouTube.
fucking killing all the Valkyries, goddammit.
It's a
the last
pain.
thing
Yeah.
I'll do.
So I think I think it's only 4 things that you need
Okay.
instead of all 5. But
Okay.
yeah, it's cool. It literally, like, he goes like this. He goes, and it just evaporates people.
All right.
It's cool.
So God of War right now. I have Godfall for the PS5. I need to start Assassin's Creed Valhalla for the PS5. I've played Miles Morales for the PS5. I need to go back and finish Origins, Assassin's Creed Origins on the PS4, and then also play Odyssey for the PS4. I have them, collector's editions, but I haven't played them yet. My Hero Academia, I need to buy the second one because I need to finish the first one. And Dragon Ball Fighter Z, those are just some of the few that I have here because I don't have all my games here in London. I have a few back in Portugal. But yeah, Zach, how about you?
Deathloop is what I'm playing right now. We'll have a review on Critics Play Games on YouTube very soon. Diablo 2 comes out this week, the remaster, so I'm going to play the shit out of that. That's all I'm really playing right now. I only like kind of try to stick to 1 or 2 games, but right now, yeah.
All right. Where is it? Where is it? Next question. Give me a next question. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Because I didn't want to hum again. That's why I'm talking like this.
I mean, if there's no other questions.
There's no. We need 2 more great questions. 2 more great questions. I still have room here to try and find if someone asked and we just didn't see it. My face itches for some reason.
That's how my dick feels every day.
Alrighty then. Um. Uh, 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 um. So G Kobe P is saying we missed questions. I know we missed questions because we had a jump.
We're trying to pick other people, Colby Porter. Sorry.
Oh, also that. But I generally didn't see the questions. Um. Um.
Ren, if you can't find another one, just pick two easy ones then.
No, I got one for G Kobe P because I can find any other. Though there's another cool one here. What is the MCU's theme of daddy issues? Even Austin Powers would be like, damn, I thought my dad didn't love me. The MCU hasn't done that much. Have they? Because, yes, Hope and Hank have issues, but I wouldn't put them on the same category as like Wenwu and Shang-Chi. And outside of that, it's Ego and
Tony
Star-Lord.
Tony Stark and his dad have issues.
True, but Tony Stark, but his dad almost. Okay.
There's not really enough. Everyone has issues.
No, because like when I think it's a great example, and obviously you always have those relationships. You have that in Disney movies, you have that in superheroes, not just Marvel. But when I'm thinking of daddy issues, I'm thinking like the son versus the father. Not necessarily that they have a trouble relationship,
not that many.
but like the villain being or the antagonist being the villain. And I think that happened with Wenwu and with Star-Lord, Ego. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that is it. This is a great question to end on. I think.
It's a big much.
You guys like cake?
Hey, Jay Vaders. How are you, Jay? Do I like cake? Depends what kind of cake you're talking about.
Cheesecake.
Well, Cake by the Ocean. If you know that song, you know what I'm talking about.
Nope.
It's the type of cake you like too, Ren.
Okay. It's cheesecake.
I'll
cheesecake and red velvet cake and ice cream cake. No, ice cream cake can be iffy. There's one specific ice cream cake. Okay. That's where I come from, Zach. That is called Poo-Tang Pie. And finally, Eric Thorpe reviews. Do you think Famke Janssen... I to this day, I never know if I'm saying her name right. At least the second name. I know it's Famke. But I don't know if the second one is Jensen. Never sure.
It's Johnson.
Janssen.
Janssen.
Do you think Famke Janssen was at least a better Jean Grey than Sophie Turner? I like her in God, but not X-Men. I want Famke in the MCU.
I like them both.
I'm going to disappoint you, Gico VP. Look, I think overall Famke is the stronger actress from the outside work beyond X-Men. But I think that Sophie was just given better material as Jean Grey. Not to say that she was given great material, but I think as Jean Grey, she was just given more to work with and be a better representation of that character. Famke, not so much.
The original 3 X-Men movies, in my opinion, they don't give the best depth to a lot of the characters besides Magneto, Wolverine, and Xavier.
She has a great moment in X2, X-Men United, but that's it.
Yeah.
I'll even go further to say this. I think the best highlight also belongs to Famke, but I think overall, consistent through line through all the movies they are in, I think Sophie was for sure.
Yep.
Was for sure the
one.
All right, let's end it right there. Where is the question so I can take it out? Okay, here it is. Yes, we're done. We're done here. We're done with all of you. Get out of here. The show's done. All right, Zach.
Fuck you.
Where do you what do you have coming up this week, and where can people find you online?
Midnight Mass review, Star Wars Visions review, What If review, Dear Evan Hansen review. Probably something else. Oh, if you guys ever played the video game Death Stranding, I'm gonna try and do a video of that on Friday on the Critics Play
Oh.
I have like a script right now. I just have to shoot it. If I don't, I'm gonna do it next week because the director's cut comes out this week. So I just thought it would correlate good. Other than that, just find me on Zach Pope. We love talking movies and all sorts of things like that. And yeah, of course, I'll be here next Saturday, naked as a bee, talking movies.
All right. Deep inhale. This week, Cop Shop. I'm going to try to see that tomorrow, Monday at the latest. Cop Shop, Cry Macho, My Son. I really want to watch that and review it for you guys. The Card Counter. I have one other thing that I can't talk about yet. Midnight Mass will also be up on Monday because I'm already watching that. So this week is... Oh, we had a glitch. I hope you guys heard all that. I'm going to run it back once again in a bit. But over here, by the end of the week, the many Saints of Newark comes out, so I'll be watching that. But again, throughout this week, Midnight Mass on Monday, Cop Shop either tomorrow or on Monday as well. Cry Macho, The Card Counter, My Microphone Fell. That's not coming this week. My Son, the one with James McAvoy improvising his whole thing. And then one or two that I can talk about yet, but that is it. It is a very, very, very busy week this week, and maybe new stuff comes up that I don't know yet. But stay tuned for Zach's stuff, for my stuff. All our links are in the description: Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, YouTube, and all that good stuff. Follow us, share around, bring more people onto the show, more subscribers onto both of us, so we can have actors on the show. Until the next one, as always, love each other.